Welcome to Do I Need This? We're two millennial moms figuring it out in real time.
This is a mix of shopping, life, and chaos. From impulsive buys to real conversations we usually keep to ourselves.
So the question is, do you need this or something more? Hi everyone, welcome back to Do I Need This? I am Jen.
I'm Alexa.
And we're so happy to have you guys back here in the hottest week I'm hearing of all time, I think.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of like pretty normal to talk about the weather, but how's the weather going over there in
Miserable.
the warmest
Miserable.
city on the face of the earth?
So freaking hot. It's impossible. Like you walk out to your car and you're like drenched. It's gross.
Yeah, I'm like all about the whole summer, embracing the summer, but does it have to be so hot that you feel like you can't breathe?
It's really hard to be like, oh, I love summer when half of the time I'm indoors because it's almost impossible to go out.
And then you're also in this position where you have to bring warm enough clothes to be in 68 degrees in the
Right.
air conditioning and then walk outside and immediately feel like your Satan has taken over your body, which I don't.
Yeah. No, it's a lot. It's a lot to handle.
So, yeah, so we are dealing with I'm actually in New Jersey, so I am doing my snowbird summer, hence the different background we have going on here, a little surfboard in the background. I barely made it here by my last brain cell and last ounce of patience, but nonetheless, I'm here, so I can get into that. But yeah, I know you have had a day, so tell the listeners what's been going on with you.
Where do I start? No, I mean, I'm also in a different setting. I'm actually in my daughter's room because my son is having a couple of friends over and he's like, nobody can be out of the house. We're all cooking. You can't be in the living quarters. So, and of
Okay, well, I
course I
hope he's
listen.
making something for you though.
No, he's not. But it's listen, he gets whatever he wants right now because he's leaving in a couple weeks. So I'm like, you don't want me to come out of my room? No problem. I got you. Carl,
Done.
my
Say
husband's
less.
like, remember that we own the house? I'm like, no, it's okay. He's having his friends over. Anyways, I have had a day. I was today I took like the day off or I was kind of like pseudo working from home because I had to take my mom to a medical appointment today. For some background, my mom is 84 years old. She is my only living parent and I love and adore her and I will do
We
absolutely
love
anything for
Tita.
her.
We love her.
We love Tita. She's amazing. But I have to say that nobody talks about taking care of your aging parents. And this has nothing to do with my mom because my mom is amazing and I love her and I'll do anything for her. But today was a shit show of like the highest proportions. We got to her, she had a stress test today, right? So we got to the place. My mom is very much like me. So we got there almost like 45 minutes early because she wants to make sure that everything's okay. And so we got there and the girl's like, yeah, just fill out the paperwork, which I had already pre filled out. And she's like, oh, I didn't get it. I'm like, cool. No big deal. We're just going to keep moving. And so we're waiting. It's been like 30, 45 minutes. And then she's like, oh, by the way, the reason why you guys are waiting so long is because the machine is having some issues. And I'm like, I'm like,
Lovely, lovely.
I will burn this bitch down if somebody doesn't see my mom today, right? So whatever, trying to keep it cool because I'm like, it's not this lady's fault that the machine's not working. So I'm like, do you guys have like another machine? Is there a way that somebody like another machine can be used or whatever? She's like, yeah, we do. We have a backup machine, but somebody's using it and then there's someone after her, like the whole thing. And I'm like, listen, my mom is 84. She is fasting. Now it's
Ugh.
12:30. I don't care what needs to happen, but somebody needs to see her. And I'm like, let me keep my shit together. Mind you, now at this point, I'm upset because I'm like, I don't even know what to do with myself. The lady's like, well, the technician can be here at 3. And I'm like, you see, 3 p.m. is not going to work for me because our appointment
No.
was at 11. So like, and then this is like the second time we're doing this exam. So it's a lot. And then I have my mom. She's like panicked and her head hurts. And a lot is going on, and this is a place where a lot of older people come to get exams done, so people are on speakerphones and people are screaming, and there's a lot going on. And then I have like my daughter with me, um and so basically it ended up working out. They were able to see her. Obviously she's stressed, so whatever this stress test was going to be, I'm like, her baseline is not going to be the same as it was supposed
Yeah,
to
the
be or whatever.
normal.
Yeah. So we're getting ready to check out. She has to go back for something else. And the girl's like, hey, by the way, your mom's insurance isn't active. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, I don't
If
know. I don't know what's
insurance
happening.
companies aren't the bane of our motherfucking existence, like, if
It
I
follows me everywhere, professionally, personally, like every fucking
like,
place.
why does
So
Aetna have it out for us?
it hates us. So listen, the lady was really nice. She's like, I kind of noticed while your mom was already in there, but you look like you didn't want to have that kind of news. So don't even worry about it. We'll figure it out. I'm like, who pays for this now? And she's like, listen, she has like Medicare, but it's some other portion that's not active. So don't even worry. We'll figure it out or whatever. So then I get home and I'm like, all right, let's start calling. Of course, now my mom is crying, right? Because like she doesn't
Oh.
have a portion of her Medicare that now her home health aide can't come tomorrow and she loves her home health aide. And so shit's crumbling. I'm trying to keep it together. And so I call and it's like a 2-hour waiting period for me to get a hold of someone. And finally, I do speak to someone. It was so overwhelming. The lady's like, "Hey, the thing is that when your mom did the application, which really it was me, my mom was sitting next to me just in case DCF is listening to this conversation. She's like, you didn't like mark off a little thing that says like long-term care, Medicaid waiver or something like that. So we just assumed you didn't need the HHA anymore." And I'm like, okay. Mind you, here's the part where I have like all these guilt feelings because I'm a social worker by trade, right? Like this is what I used to do before I started
Yeah.
doing ABA. And I'm like, how did I fuck this up? How did I not know? But also, like, I'm not an expert in
No.
Medicaid, Medicare applications and whatever. Long story short, the lady's like, look, fill it out again. Then you have to call back so that we can like merge your application so we can get it all together. And then hopefully it'll work. So I don't know if it's going to work. I did it. I filled out the application. I called back again. I got some other lady. She said it, she sees it in the system. All of this to say that I have never been so tired and so exhausted. I know my mom is too. And again, I'll say this again. I'm so grateful that I have her alive and in
No,
relatively
of
good health
course.
that I
Yeah.
will do this every day, all day, but holy shit, like, I don't know how other people do it. I mean, and we're used to insurance as companies. We're used
Mhm.
to navigating
We
this.
know the runaround of what they try to pull on you and, like, how to what you need to say and all of the rigmarole.
Yeah, like I just don't get it. The insurance system in this country is insane. I mean, I'm grateful we have one, but it's insane. It's overburdened. People are overworked. Nobody knows what's going on. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to go back at some point to redo that test. So
Just
that's
yeah.
my day.
And then also, what about the people that, like, don't have people advocating for them? Like, that's such a and like you said, you're a social worker, you know what that looks like, but it is so scary and so sad of, having to be the person that is in charge
Yeah.
of that, and we've kind of talked about this before, but I feel like I am the default child, I guess, in the
Mhm.
sense of, like, of my siblings, I'm the oldest girl, and I feel like when it comes to not even necessarily, like, with my mom or my dad, but, like, if my mom's out of town or my grandma or somebody, like, it always kind of falls on me on who's gonna be the
Yeah.
person that or, like, even who thinks of the birthday presents, who does whatever. Do you feel like you've taken that on? Because you have brothers too, and I know they don't live as close as you do and all of that, but talk a little bit about that of how that's been in your at least in your family dynamic.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So I have 3 brothers and 2 of them don't live here, and then it's my oldest brother, Glenn, who I know I've spoken about before, and he really is the real MVP. He's the one that does so much for my mom. I can't even begin to take the credit. This was just my turn. You know, it was my turn to go and do this because we try to juggle it, right, as much as we can. But yeah, the other two, it feels unfair. I mean, they don't live here. It's not necessarily their fault. They
Yeah.
live in a different part of Florida. But yeah, it falls a lot on us. And some days I'm like, this is so unfair, but also it's that mom guilt, but like child guilt, right? Of like,
Mhm.
I'm just grateful I have her. So I don't want to sound, ungrateful when I know there's people that would give absolutely anything to go with their mom to an appointment. But there's also a part of this that's really real. Like my emotions are real. I was
No, of course.
completely overwhelmed today. And I just don't think we talk about that enough because then there's the other ugly side to it. I think I posted about this on TikTok, like when something like this had happened and I was attacked because some people were like, well, you have your mom, you ungrateful bitch. My mom's dead. I'm like, oh my God, I am so sorry for your loss, but this has nothing, like, I'm expressing my experience and my experience doesn't take away from yours, just like yours doesn't take away from mine, you know?
Correct. Yeah,
Um,
2 things can be the same. You can
yeah,
equally be frustrated of a situation and be also so grateful that you have a parent here that you're able to share these memories and, you know, enj have her enjoy your kids and your life and all of that. But it's I hate that on the internet when people are like that. Like, come on, it's not that deep, you know?
yeah. Also, get a life. Like you could scroll past this, but it's hard for me to be in this situation because I don't know if you know your love language or not, but I am like acts of service all day long. Like I love to do things for people, and this is what makes me happy. But I was so upset because I was so mad today about everything, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Wait, this is what brings me so much joy. This is what I love to do." Like, I love that my mom doesn't have to worry of who's gonna fill out the paperwork because I got it. And I came home today and I'm like, "Well, that was a complete and total failure." And then I had to, like, talk myself out of it and be like, "No, it wasn't. She wasn't alone. We got it done." Also, I think leading by example, my daughter gets to see me actively advocate on behalf of my mom. And, I kept telling, because she's like, Mom, you're so upset. I'm like, because Tita, which is what we call my mom, is a human being that deserves to be treated
Mhm.
well. And she's older, but, at one point, one of the ladies was just like, do you want to just go home? And I'm like, no. Do you know what a
No, I
sacrifice it
don't
is
wanna
to get?
yeah.
I don't
Time
want to do
off,
this
to
again.
plan all of these things, to make all of the arrangements to get in this position. It's like, moving planets to be in the right order to get in the way that you need it to be. You can't just do this again tomorrow, and then again, like, the next appointment, they'll be like, "Is December 12th." Like, they don't it's
Correct.
not that easy, you know?
Yeah. 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 So, but again, at the end of the day, now that I'm calmer, it makes me feel good to be able to be there for other people. That really is what brings me joy. I like to be able to be there. I don't know, maybe that's why I chose social work to begin with and also why I run Your Beautiful Life and all that. It brings me so much joy and so much purpose to be able to do something for someone else that I had to kind of like pivot and bring myself back because I was in a dark place, but I'm okay now.
Yeah, it's hard to bring yourself, like, back to reality in those situations. I feel like we also I don't know, we get in this mindset of, like, I feel like when something starts to go bad, then we're like, it gets worse and worse and worse," and sometimes it might not even actually be that bad, but it's just, like, the circumstances as to which are surrounding the situation, but I'm glad Mila
Yeah.
got to see that because that's good, and also, like, you gotta be like, "Hey, girl, when this is me, you better be
You
there
better take
too.
care of me.
You better
Hell
be wheeling
yeah.
me in there."
Just letting you know so that you got to do this shit for your mom. No, no, yeah. Yeah, and she was all about it. She's like, "Mom, we're not leaving." I'm like, "No, no, we're not. We're not because I'm going to lose my shit." But she's like, "Poor Tita, she's so hungry." And it was cute to see her
Oh.
also like worry about my mom. And then when I was calling Medicaid, she's like, "Do you need anything? Do you need paper? Do you need I'm like, "My girl, thank you so
No,
much." Like, no.
she's for sure gonna go into some sort of helping field because I feel like that is
Yeah, that's
that's
her
just,
thing.
like that's in her blood, you know? I
Yeah.
feel like you have that even with going from, like, social work to then being a BCBA to even running Your Beautiful Life and even to this, like, ultimately, it's to, like, make people feel good, right? Whether
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
talking about something that's a little more intensive or a little deeper of a topic or we're just talking about fun shopping things, it's more about, like, making somebody feel good, not to, I don't know, bring them down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which you talked about love languages. So,
Ooh.
yeah, this is funny because okay, first we should say that we are behavior analysts and love
Yes, yes,
languages
yes.
are
Goes
they're
against everything that we've been ever taught.
but you know what? I'm all about Mercury in retrograde and looking at my star sign and all of that. So you know what? Let's all have our thing. So let's just like let things be. So your love language, you said is you would you say it's acts of service? What do you how do you feel about the whole love language talk?
Okay, so I read the book many years ago and it's The Five Love Languages. And the one I read is by Gary Chapman, right? And this was years ago when I was really into all this like self help and all this stuff. And for those of you guys that haven't heard of the love languages, it's an idea of how we receive love or how we give love, right? And there's five of them. So there's words of affirmation, physical touch, there's quality time, receiving gifts, and then acts of service. And then for me, I know that the way that I give love is definitely through acts of service. Like if I can do something for someone, I always say that I would be the best rich person because I would just love to have all the money in the world and just give back and help and do and who needs this? Let's go, let's figure it out. That's my love language that I show love. But then I was thinking about it as you were saying, and then I'm like, my love language to receive love is very different. For example,
Okay.
specifically with my partner, with my husband and my kids, physical touch. Like, I love hugs. I love, I don't know, scratch my arm. And like, sometimes we'll just be together on the couch and I just have to have like a hand on Carlos. And he, like, it's just like a physical thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Not with my friends. I'm not a huggy, lovey-dovey person. I'm not. Like I struggle like poor Mel. She always wants a
So
hug and I'm like,
don't worry,
"Ah."
I
You
won't
and
be
I are
hugging
great.
anyone. We're just
We're
like
not hugging each other.
a wave, just like a little
Yes.
air 5.
Yeah, we're like, "Hey, hi." We're awkward. No, and then with my friends, I think for me it's quality time. I love that.
Yeah.
I love being with someone, and I think when you get to a place where you're really comfortable that you don't even need to say anything, that you're just in each other's presence and then you spend that special time together, I think that is when your friendship has reached another level. Like I can be in the same room as Mel and we don't have to entertain each other.
Yeah.
We're just there,
That's
you know?
that's a different kind of friendship. Once you meet that expectation, it is the best because you're just like, 1, you don't care if your house is a mess, 2, you don't care what
Right.
you're
No.
wearing, 3, you're like, let me pull out some cheese and crackers that are" you know what I mean? It's like nothing you're not trying to impress anyone, it's that true feeling of just, like, solace and I don't know, just like it is, it just
Yeah.
feels right. I
It's
agree,
like
I
flow
agree, I love
state in a
that.
friendship.
Mhm.
What about you? Do you identify with any love language or any of that
So, I will
thing?
tell you one thing, I am absolutely not physical touch, and that is with
Understood. Understood.
I don't know what kind of trauma that means, but I just I'm so overstimulated so easily, and I think it might just be, like, the time that I'm in right now that I
Mhm.
just even sometimes Caleb will just, like, be put a hand on me, and I'm like, "Stop touching me." Like, I just it's, like, in the moment that I am right now, but, um, when I want physical touch of with my child, like, and I'm like, "Snuggle me, love me now,"
Yes.
and I will say what I want to receive is acts of service.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think that when when someone does something for me to make my life easier, it has such an impact on me because I feel like I take on so much that especially if I don't have to ask it. I think that's the main thing. Is like if I have to ask it cuz and then I have this whole back and forth of like I don't want to ask and if I do ask like what's that going to look like and I don't want to
Mhm.
burden somebody, but it's more like an example is a couple months ago I was getting ready to I had to forget. I was getting ready to go somewhere, and I was supposed to bring Marley to my mom's house so she could watch him for the weekend. And I was like, oh, I wanted to go get my nails done or something. It was like the middle of the day. And she's like, I'll just come get Marley. Don't worry about it. Which is like completely an hour of her time out of the way. She
Yeah.
had to drive a half hour to my house, pick the dog up, drive a half hour home, and I would
Mhm.
never ask her to do that. Like, I just would never because I'm like, "That's such a burden," but her doing that for me was, like, the nicest. It was so
That is
helpful
so
for
nice.
me, and those things and when she does things like that or Matt does something where I'll come home I was away one time and I came home and he, like, painted the bathroom because I had said was something I wanted and all of that. So I think for me, the way I wanna receive it is absolutely acts of service, like, all of that, and the way I like to give it, I would definitely say is there, like, a gift giving one? What's it
There's
called?
a gift, yeah, gift giving, like giving, yeah, like gifts.
I love that. I love Christmas time, like, just to think I love to spend time thinking about something that someone would want but never asked for. I hate doing, like, the Secret Santa where you make a list and you just pick
Yeah.
something. It's like, just buy that yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love thinking of thoughtful things and just, like, doing something I don't know. I love the research behind it, and I think in general, like, that's the type of person I am. I love even I don't know, anything. That's why I have so many
Yeah.
hobbies. I like to, like, dive into what something looks like and how to learn to do something, and I wanna, like, "Okay, this person likes this football team. Let me see if I could get something
Yeah.
cool that they would never buy themselves." So, I would definitely say that, I that would be my preferred way to, like,
Mhm.
express love, um, but I could definitely work on, like, some of those other areas, like, the words of affirmation, not super great with that.
It's hard, you know what? It's hard. I'm really good with my kids, right? Like, I'll tell my kids all day, like, "You guys are doing an amazing job," like, or even, I will look at Mila, we'll be driving to work, and I'm like, "I love you so much. You're so beautiful," or
Yeah,
I love when you're so kind." Like, I'm really good about doing that, but I don't know, I struggle receiving that for sure. When somebody says, like, something really nice to me, I'm like, "Okay, anyways," or like, "No, you don't know," or I come up
I
with some
know.
shit that I'm like, "Oh, why can't I just receive, like, even
I
a
know, just
nice
say, like, "Thank
compliment?"
you."
Thank
Even
you. I'm
today,
I'm working on it.
I went to a new Pilates studio today here in New Jersey,
Mhm.
and I was wearing the set that I bought for my 100th day or my 100th
Huh.
class, and, like, someone came in and they were like, "Oh my god, your set is so cute," and then I, like, didn't wanna say thank you because, like, I didn't make the set. Like, it was
My
such a weird thing, and I
god.
was like, "Oh, it's from this place in Orlando," and I just couldn't have been like, "She doesn't care." Like, she was just saying, like
She doesn't think you knitted it. She's pretty sure
yeah.
you're not with the sewing machine making
Oh
it.
my gosh. So, like, in my head, I'm like, "Why am I such a fucking freak?"
Because we overthink everything. Like, look, even as you're saying this, I was like, wait a minute. Am I acts of service? Because I said the other day, I'm not super thoughtful with little things. Like, right? Like, look, I got Mel's birthday was not too long ago, and I got her a gift that made me so happy, but then I didn't get her a card. That's just not me. It's the little things are not me. And I was like, damn, that would have been so special for her because I know she loves cards, but it's almost like not in my DNA to do the tiny little things. So I'm like, am I acts of service or am I get I
No,
don't know.
I
But
think you are because I think it's not necessarily about, like, whether you do it right or not. I think it's, like, whether you do it in the way that feels genuine to you. And I
yeah.
think and that's gonna look different for everybody, you know?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
gonna I never do a card either because I just, like, can't be bothered with it. First of all,
Yeah.
they
I'm
cost,
gonna
like,
throw them out.
$7. I would
Yes.
and then I feel bad throwing them out. I hate getting cards because then I'm like, "Do I
I know.
save it? Do I throw it out?" Like, I
I
never know what
display
to do
them
with
at
it.
work. I just have like a bunch. Yeah.
And then till when? Like, and when's the
Right.
appropriate amount of time? Like, I have cards from my wedding. I'm pretty sure my mom still has cards from her wedding, and I'm like, "D how long does one save those for?" You know?
How long do we keep them for? What's the appropriate protocol? Listen, at the end of the day, I think, as long as you're doing what makes you happy, I guess maybe we don't all fall into the categories, and I don't know. I thought about it today and I was like, I guess I fall into one of those, but in reality, like all of them, I'm a little bit of everything. Um,
Well, and I think too, like I like how you said, like, with my husband, it's one thing, with my kids, it's another, with my
yeah, of
friends, it's another, because that is gonna look different, and you wanna receive love differently from your kids versus your friends versus
course,
your
if not,
husband.
it'd be kind of weird.
Like the same thing, like, I tell Caleb all day long, I'm like, "You're smart, you're special," like, I could, like, literally, like, grab his face and, like, smell the inside of his skin, like, that's how much like, wanna
Yes.
love him, but, like, I'm not gonna do that to my friends, like, that would be weird, you know?
They'll be like, "Jen, what the fuck?"
But then
Yeah.
also, and I like how you said the quality time thing because quality time is, you're gonna get and I like how it's kind of different in different groups, right? So like you're kind of
Yeah.
hitting all like the different ways and getting it from what were some of the other ones that we haven't mentioned? You said affirmation, acts of service,
Yes.
physical touch.
Affirmation, acts of yeah, physical touch, receiving gifts, quality time.
Okay, okay.
And
So we
then
kind
yeah,
of
so
touch
we
on them
kinda hit
all.
on all of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
so obviously that's gonna look different in, like, different times of your life. Like I said, I just think I'm in the moment right now where I'm, like, raising a young kid, I'm overstimulated, I have a bunch of shit going on. It's like sometimes at the end of the night, it's like the dog is touching one leg, the kid is touching the other leg, then Matt comes over and he starts, like, putting and I'm like,
You're like,
"Don't
"Do
chew like,
not,
walk away.
do
Like,
not touch
I
me."
don't even wanna look at you. Like, don't." So, I think it's just, like, in the time of your life that it's gonna look
Yeah.
different and what that's gonna look like.
I saw my roommate, my ex-roommate this
That's
past weekend.
right, that's right.
Oh,
Tell us
it
everything.
was so awesome. So, I have not seen Michelle probably in 10 or 12 years. She had come down a while back when I think my kids were little, and she really was just such a special person in my life because when I left to college, it was under, very difficult circumstances. I was kind of running away from my home life here. And when we found each other, she became like my family up there. I was just so blessed to have her and her parents and her friends, and she just welcomed me into the circle. And I think when I left Orlando, that was one of the hardest things to do because I felt like I had like lost my best friend.
Yeah.
But then shortly after that, like I got married, I had kids, and we've always stayed in touch, but not necessarily like seen each other. And
Mhm.
she was here for the World Cup, and she was here with her husband and one of her kids, and we met up for brunch on Sunday. And it was so awesome. It was like as if no time had passed. Like we just
I
picked
love
up where we
that.
left off. It was so nice to see one of her kids, and we were just like exchanging memories. And then she would tell Mila, "Do you know that your mom used to run for like an hour and a half?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, not anymore. That's not mom anymore." But and we were just and Mila was like, "So you lived with her like in a house?" I'm like, "Yeah, in an apartment. We lived together for like 3 years." And it was just so nice, and I was, then telling my son, I'm like, "You're going to have roommates now,
I
and hopefully
know.
those people will be lifelong friends of yours." And I wouldn't have met Michelle otherwise. She's from a different part of Florida or whatnot. And it was just so nice to connect. And we're trying to make a pact to talk more and to see each other. We'll be in Siesta Key next week, and she's in like the Manatee area, like Sarasota area. It's not that far. So I'm like, let's try to meet up while we're up
Yeah,
there
come
just to
by,
kind of
have lunch, have coffee,
yeah,
have dinner, just to get
yeah,
and I love that because I think a lot of times people in friendships put a lot of stock into if a friendship and we talked our very first episode was on, like, friendships ending,
yeah,
right? And what that looks like a
yeah.
friendship breakup, and
Hmm.
it's not always a breakup, right? It's just, like, a move on, and you're in different seasons of your life and different friends you're gonna be talking to, and a lot sometimes people put a lot of stock into a friend, and when they grow apart, it just can be done. And I've been known to burn bridges and be like, "Okay, you haven't talked to me and I haven't talked to you and whatever." But depending on the season of your life that you're in, that might look differently. I recently just started talking pretty often to two of my girlfriends that I was really close with in high school, someone in college too. And then now, same thing. We have a pact that once every year we drive up to North Carolina where they both live. We spend a long weekend. We have kids that are like young kids and kind of in similar age groups. One just had a
Hmm.
baby. And it's like just even making that like, hey, that one weekend a year, let's try to make this work. The husbands all get along. It's a
Yeah.
great time. And that is so it's like you forget those friendships when you were young and you had nothing
To
but
worry about.
yeah, like Like, now like, our friendships are different now, right? Like, the friends you
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
now in your adult years are, there's so many you're, like, one, trying to, like, play chess to, like, find a time to have dinner because we got kids and work and school and everything. But back then, it was like, "What are we doing Monday? What are we doing
Yeah.
Tuesday? Like, what
Every
bar are we
day.
going to?"
Yeah.
And when you get to, like, relive those moments and the little moments, it's so nice to just
It's so
enjoy
nice.
that, and
It
so
is.
I'm so happy for you. That's the best feeling.
Yeah, it was so good. We
I haven't
definitely have to
seen
do it again.
yeah, I haven't seen my college roommate. She lives in Colorado now, and a couple years
Okay.
back when, the behavior analysis conference was in Colorado, we met up for
Mhm.
dinner one night, and I always
That's
talk to Matt,
nice.
I'm always like, "We should, like, n even if, like, we took a trip and we went to West Virginia and we did, like, a weekend there where we went to a football game, we brought our kids and, like, just enjoyed that." Like, there's so much to I don't know, it's and then seeing them in a different light too,
Yeah.
it's different, and I have a couple friendships that, sometimes you see friends that you're like, "This is gonna be my friend forever because we've
Right.
experienced this," and then it doesn't
Things
end up that
change.
way, and it's
Yeah.
sad. Like, I have a
Yeah.
close friend that I no longer talk to because I honestly made the decision that I felt like she wasn't reciprocating it, and even as we're growing and, I wanted more from that friendship. I didn't want it to be a friendship that was every couple years we talk, and I don't know, maybe she did, and eventually I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna be like your doormat in that way," and that,
Right. Right, right.
sometimes that's gonna look different depending on the relationship.
For sure, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I if not for the purpose of connection, like then like why are we here? You know what I
I
mean? And it's those
know.
moments that remind you that that's what this is about, that it's yeah, it's not going to happen all the time, but when you have
Of
those
course
moments
not.
that you can and again, you brought up something really important. There's also the other side of that, the friendships that you were for sure convinced were going to last
Mhm.
forever and then
You're like, "This
they
person
don't
is
and
gonna be my bridesmaid and the godmother to my kids," and then that doesn't shake out, and that in itself is a disappointing and almost, like, mourning that you sometimes have to go through.
For sure, for sure. So it was a nice experience. It was just so great and to see each other as moms because I don't think we had really like seen that, right? So it's
Yeah.
like a whole different and then she's like, I still can't believe you have a kid going to college. I'm like, I know, I can't believe it either.
No, literally,
But
literally.
so nice to and I'm sad that my husband missed it, but he was with the boys, they had gone golfing up in that area, Sarasota. So they were not here, but maybe we'll meet up in Siesta Key and get to see each other. So it should be
Yeah,
fun.
that'll be fun. So you have your vacation in a couple weeks here, and
Mhm.
I am here in what some may consider the Siesta Key of New Jersey, but Wildwood, New
Yes.
Jersey, if no, I'm kidding. It's the Jersey Shore, and I am embracing it's so funny because people in New Jersey have such in South Jersey specifically have such an accent,
Mhm.
which I don't think I have much of an accent, but when I'm around people here, I just
It
hear
comes
it
out.
so well, I almost go against it because I don't know, I just, like, get a weird vibe from it, but it's so funny, like, hearing everyone here this is a common thing, people say "wooder" here instead of "water," so
Okay.
that's
So do you come home saying that after you've been
no,
there
no,
for a
no, no,
month?
no. No, no,
No.
no,
Okay.
I'm of high class. No.
Okay. I got it. No, obviously, how did I even question that? I mean, duh.
No, it's just so funny, we're just, like, see I don't know, when we get here and then Caleb we, like, get on the ferry and Caleb's like, "We're in New Jersey, my favorite place."
So cute.
I'm like,
Really?
"Bro, you should, dream a little bigger here." I mean, like, there's some
Raise
better
your
places.
expectations. No, we
Like,
love Jersey. God forbid we get canceled because we say that Jersey's not.
I kn no,
No,
listen,
it's great.
trust
It's a
me.
great place.
I
We
love
love
it.
Jersey.
I love it. Go birds, the whole thing. But, yeah, we just had really good pizza for dinner. It was from
Okay.
a place that started in South Philly and they have here, and it
Cool.
was phenomenal. So I'm already eating amazing food. I'm gonna take the kids to walk to ice cream right down the street
Oh,
here in a little
that's so
bit.
nice. Okay.
And my niece is here with Caleb, so if you hear any loud banging on the other side of the wall, it is because someone is injured. But
No, God, please, no injuries.
No, my dad's in charge right now, which could suggest that there could be some injuries, but
I mean,
nonetheless, we're having fun. We barely made it. I did a little vlog on my TikTok, so if anyone
I
wants to check
saw
out my
that.
TikTok, the Jen Martin is my TikTok handle, and I did a little and I actually am recording a little bit of my Jersey Shore vacation vlog style. So I don't know, just trying to see what that looks like and see what do the people want. Obviously they want to see my mediocre vacation. So
No, you're diversifying the portfolio. You're giving the people what they want. I love it. No, keep
exactly.
doing them. Keep posting your videos. Don't
Yeah,
stop.
so it's just something fun. And I feel like you said earlier, like what's the point of life if like you're not doing fun things, you're not buying cute clothes or buying fun
I mean,
items. So Mel
yes.
actually sent me this meme today that was basically like me sitting in all of the things that I bought because like I won't deal with my trauma and it's just like sitting with like a crown and I'm like, "Oh my god, this is me, my like new clothes because I just can't like be normal." So
No, we listen, we shop responsibly ish.
yeah, kind of. I mean,
Yeah.
it
I mean, could
it
be
teeters the
worse.
line. Are there any items that you are wanting? What are your "Do I need this" items of the week or the month or the year?
Well, I bought it already.
Ooh, we love it, we
So,
love it.
okay, it is, you know how I'm on this hair journey, like week 756. And remember I told you that I wasn't sure if I love the Dyson products. Like, I mean, I like them, but I wasn't sure if I was still like in love for the price, right? So I went back to the tool that I'm convinced burned my hair. But hear me out. I was using that tool at like 500 degrees and I wasn't
Mm,
putting a heat protector. I wasn't doing all the things. I wasn't using the Abby Young method. I was just reckless and just like curling up my hair like with zero protection. So I was like, you know what? I really loved the way that my hair looked when I was using the Launch like Duo, Air Duo or something like that. I have to get the exact name and we'll tag it. But I went and I bought it again and then I read all the instructions and how I really should be like on the second to lowest setting for the type of like
okay.
fine hair I have. And I am so happy. I have my waves back. I feel like my hair looks healthy.
It looks so good. It's so
Thank you.
shiny. If you're listening to this, like, via podcast, and you'll have to look at some of our clips on Instagram because your hair literally looks like you have, like, a
Thank you.
fresh blowout,
I was like, does she
shiny,
have
like
a wig? Does she have a wig? No,
I
that's
mean,
my hair.
okay,
But
wig.
I mean, whatever. We love a wig. No, but I'm so happy that I bought it. And I ended up getting like the longer barrel because my hair is a little longer now. So I feel like I'm getting the curl I want. Although I do one side really well and then the other side doesn't really follow through. But I'm like,
I
listen, I'm
mean,
learning.
they're sisters, not twins.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now one looks like I'm going to the beach and the other one's like I'm going to a quinceañera, if you know what that is, like the sweet 16 of Hispanic people. But I'm happy. I'm glad I bought it. Honestly, it was on sale for Prime Day. I got it for like 45 bucks versus the whatever $500 Dyson.
I know. So did you end up returning the Dyson, or you still have it?
No, I suck at life. And the thing is I like it for other things. So I'm
Yeah.
like, but do I need 17 different hair tools? My biggest regret is the Dyson Airstrait. I should have never gotten that. That is
You
not for
have
my
that? I didn't
hair.
even know you had that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
well, it's
I I barely mentioned it to Carlos and he's like, they have them at Costco. And then he came home with both of them. And then I was like, well,
mm,
here we are. And I don't know. I don't like really straight ends. Like I like to
yeah,
curl the end, even when my
like
hair
a
is
little
straight.
wave.
So
Mhm.
but Mila, like, she does great with the Dyson Airstrait, so I'm like, "Okay, it's not wasted, she's using it,"
Yeah,
so
you have a daughter. Listen, you'll never know when you and for me, I don't necessarily use the air wrap like to like like me curled hair, but it actually has made my hair so much healthier just blow drying it. Like
yeah,
this is
yeah,
just
yeah,
this is just like me blow drying my hair and it's
yeah,
been in a ponytail for 3 days, but
that looks great
regardless,
still.
it's
Yeah,
just like It for me, blow drying it with, like, a round brush and, like, a regular blow dryer, I would damage my hair. My hair gets too knotty, so even just the fact that the Dyson, I'm able to use, like, the brush piece to, like, just get
Yeah.
in there and, like, smooth it enough and
Yeah.
then use, like, a hot tool if I want to. And honestly,
Sure.
I'll curl my hair just, like, 1 day in the week and then leave it for, like, 5 days. But, like, I mean, right now, I'm on day what is today? Wednesday? I'm on, like, day 6 of hair, so
No, I
tomorrow
don't
it's gonna
believe
have to
you.
be I
How
mean, you
does it
can't
look
really
that good?
no, but, like, look under here. See?
That's barely like, that's me day 2.
But, like, as long as
That's
it's, like,
crazy, that looks so
down and
good.
you just, like, give it a little zhuzh, it's
Yeah.
but one of the episodes we talked about, I said, "You don't need this item," was the K18, dry shampoo. But
And now you love it.
I've watched some videos. I haven't used it yet. I'll
Okay.
use it tomorrow morning. I mean, no, I haven't used it yet this hair wash cycle. I've been using it, and I take it back. You do need this item. It
Okay,
has
alright.
the key is you need to shake it really well. There's, like, a bead
Okay,
in it, and you have to, like, shake it so it mixes it really well, and honestly, you really have to, like, saturate your hair in it. It's because it's wet. It's not like an aerosol spray,
okay,
and then you can, like, blow dry that in. It's as if I have a blowout, and it actually, like, gives
okay.
hair texture, but if you use it too much, you will have to use some sort of clarifying shampoo or conditioner.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
like and honestly, a good hack for if you don't wanna buy a clarifying shampoo or conditioner, buy, like, Garnier Fructis, like, something that will strip the oils from your hair. You just don't wanna use it every single day. You can use
Right.
it, like, every other week, one time, and it will clean your hair so well. So I've been honestly buying a cheap shampoo, which I talked about Head& and Shoulders a couple weeks ago. Same
Mhm.
thing. You can really, like, clarify your hair. It's more like when the product buildup gets in there over and over and over and you can't get it super clean, that's when you're gonna start seeing your hair get greasy more often and
Yeah.
that, like, weird residue on it.
Maybe that's what I need to do more of, although I also bought, like, a Pantene, like, clarifying shampoo that Abby
Yeah,
recommended, and I did it the other day, I was like, "Okay, this feels really, like, clean." It just felt, like, light and clean, so, yeah,
which
definitely, and I didn't
I think
spend
that's
a
just
lot.
yeah, I think that's just the main thing, like, those aren't necessarily bad, it's just, like, if you were to use it every day on your hair, it
You'll
strips your
strip your
hair of
hair.
so much oil that it's gonna tell your scalp to produce more oil, so then, like, you get in this, like, cycle of you're gonna have to wash your hair more often because it gets greasier quicker because you
Yeah,
strip the hair. So it's almost like if your hair's not that greasy, you don't have to shampoo it quite as intensely as, like, maybe you would if you weren't, you know?
yeah, that makes sense. What
Yeah,
about you? What do
so
you need? Did you
okay.
have anything on your list? Of
I
course you
quite
do.
literally need nothing, but that being said, I already have purchased, it will be here
Okay.
soon, the, Road Glazing Milk
Oh, I was
high
gonna ask you,
the
do I need that?
highlighter color because that's gonna be my summer look. Now, I'm looking a little pale right now, but next week, once I get this
You will
product,
give me
I'm
a
gonna
week
have
and you'll see.
give me a week, I'm gonna have a little glow. I also ordered the Rhode bronzer, and I already have
Yeah.
the blush. So I'm gonna be doing, like, a full Rhode look with the lip, with the everything. I actually even have, like I'm just obsessed with their products. Like, I am
Okay.
truly obsessed with it. It has transformed my skin. I
I
use
gotta jump on that.
every one of the Rhode products. Like, I cannot talk enough about it. So that's gonna be my do I need this? And the answer is yes, I do need it, and I have purchased it, so I will be using that.
Okay.
And then my recommendation for the week is actually because I'm on my healthy nail girl journey, so we are
I
I don't know
see
if you can
you.
see in this
They're
camera, but
clear, right? Yeah.
yeah, there's just nothing on them. And I know this may look janky, and I'm aware. I look 12. However,
No, it's
I'm u
classy.
I'm using this brand, the Manicurist, which I don't know if you can see it here, but I'm obsessed with all of their products, and this is the, Glossy Booster Duo. It's a peeling glycolic. It exfoliates and hydrates, and what it
Okay.
has is, like, this serum that you put on your nails, and it's supposed to,
Mhm.
like, exfoliate them and make them smooth, and then you actually just take this buffer, and then you buff your nails, and then one side shines it. So I actually
Okay.
don't even have any nail polish on, but my nails, like, look
Nice.
shiny because I'm
Like
just, like
shiny.
so I'm just trying to, like listen, Morgan Stewart, I know not having your nails
Listen,
done is trashy, but
that's not true. I think it actually looks so nice. I will put like a clear coat on, but I
yeah.
think it's great. I love that aesthetic. I'm
So,
here for
yeah,
it. I support you.
I'm leaning in, and I've gotten a lot
Okay.
of messages to stop leaning in, and to get my nails done,
Get
and
your shit
to
together. Go get a manicure.
go get my nails done, or go get some good press-ons, and I hear you, I see you, I want to, but I'm
I'm
pushing
not
through
going
for
to.
at least 1 more month, 1 more month. I'm gonna do
Oh,
this at
okay.
least to
We're
the
gonna
end of
do
at
whole
least
July. Okay.
all of July. This is just like a clean girl, no nails July, and let me tell you, it is, like, very satisfying to, like, scratch an itch, like, I always feel like when your nails are done, they're, like,
You can't
dull, and
really
then
feel it. Yeah, yeah.
you, like, can't scratch, and you have, like, an itch you can't scratch, and it's, like it's kind of freeing, I'm not gonna lie, so
I'm
that's
here
my,
for it.
yeah, and any product recommendations you have? Well, I know you recommended the curling device, and
Yeah.
you said it was
I don't
Laneige?
Launch. I
Laneige,
don't know
not
how to say
Laneige.
Launch. Yeah. Why do I spell things? I'm such a millennial. I'm like L apostrophe ANGE. Nobody. Why am I doing that? I should like clap out syllables. But I'll link it here as well. It's the duo something, which I should have been more prepared. But I love it. But I don't know if I talked about it already. I am like the lip plumping queen because I
You
don't
are.
have a top lip. I discovered, that brand that I talked about on the first episode, like Sung Boom Editor,
Yes,
that I
yes, yes.
love their stuff. Okay. So they have a plumper. Oh my God, I'm going to do like the influencer thing.
Oh, it looks so
This
cute.
is the most insane thing I have ever used on my lips. Like it is painful, but it works and it's beautiful
We love
and
it.
you will get
The more it
a
burns, the better it works.
the better. And you know what? This is what sold me. It has PDRN. So it's like kind of like moisturizing because a lot of these
Okay.
lip plumpers will dry you out. Like after it's done its thing, it's like, "Oh, you're very dry," and it feels kind of like, This doesn't
Mhm.
feel like that. It is painful. The other day I was filming a video for a reel for YBL and I choked. Like I guess I got some on my tongue and I was like, "Oh my god, is my tongue numb?" And then I started
Like,
choking. But you know what? No, I was like I couldn't get my words out, but I posted the video just like that because I'm like, you know what? We're gonna show the people what's real. But the shit works, and it even like look, I don't have any lipstick on right now. That is pink
it
lips,
looks
courtesy of
insane.
this. Yeah,
I
I mean,
thought
still listen.
when you sent me a
Mhm.
picture of you wearing that, I thought you for sure had, like, a lip liner or a gloss or, like,
Nothing.
a tinted color.
Nothing. It must be how much jalapenos or whatever are in here or pepper. I don't know what's in here, but it works. And you know what? It's saving me thousands of dollars in lip filler. So we're gonna keep doing it. So
Okay, I'm ordering that tonight because I also suffer from no top lip and honestly even smaller bottom lip. So I need to avoid the filler. I've never gotten filler and I don't want to, but I would love
yeah.
like a little something, you
A
know?
little something, a little and listen, maybe we'll get filler later in life, but right
Like never
now,
quite literally never say never. If I ever
we're
say
not
I'm
saying
not
never.
doing something, like know that like I'm probably doing it in like 6 months. So don't
Agreed.
hold me to it.
Agreed. So yeah, we're not saying no. We're just saying not right now. So we'll see. We'll see where life takes us.
Yeah, you never know. Well, that is our episode for today, on our new backgrounds. Hopefully everyone's loving our new backgrounds. Um, and we are, yeah, just enjoying our summer and we're gonna have a couple different backgrounds as we move to different locations this summer. So I know the
Yes.
majority of our listeners listen via podcast app, so you hopefully wouldn't know any difference. But if you're watching via YouTube, all three of our subscribers, we hope you enjoy our backgrounds.
Mel, Diana, and Bucky.
Megan and Jency as well.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so we have 5.
Shout out to the YouTube fam. We love you guys, and we
We love
appreciate
you.
the views, and
Yes.
we hope you guys enjoyed our episode. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Can't talk. Our episode. I need to go to bed. And thank you for tuning in and liking our recent posts. We have had a little
Yes,
bit of
thank you
a
guys. We've had some
Instagram.
traction.
Yeah, so we're loving all
So
of our new
fun.
things on it, and we have actually some cool things coming. We have some cool things that we've
Yes.
clipped that we're working on, so we hope you guys all really enjoy that, and we will see you guys next week, and we hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night.
Thank you for listening. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.